Yo, I found the way to cope the trauma of being bullied in middle school by buying really expensive things and showing that you're better than everyone else. Or in other words, being financially free and how to be successful. That's just how I measure success. I mean, me personally, I wasn't bullied in middle school because middle school Thomas was a little bitch, but I do have that burning desire of being significantly better than everyone else and living a life of freedom, doing whatever I want, living wherever I want, traveling whatever I want, buying whatever I want, and being full control of my life. And you've been told your whole life that the only way to do that is by going to college, getting a degree, getting a job, getting a well paid $200,000 job, becoming some mechanical engineer in electric cars because that's what the market needs, right? Elon Musk needs electric car engineers, so he'll pay you a decent amount of money. No, that's not what I'm going to tell you what to do. I have found the only way, there's only one way to make the money to cover up your insecurities. There's only one. Let me ask you a question. If you could be free, do whatever you want without the stress of money, would you? Okay, but Thomas, stop dreaming. You have to pay the bills somehow, right? No. Just answer the question. If you could be free, do whatever you want without the stress of money, would you? While you're thinking of an answer, let me tell you a quick story from a couple weeks ago. I'm sat in a classroom in my psychology class, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm sat there thinking about Italy, salmon, and Peaky Blinders. To be honest, I don't even want to be in the class. I just want to have my headphones in, hood up, just on my laptop, doing my work in the back of the class, neglecting the world around me. But who doesn't like talking about themselves, right? To be honest, now thinking about it, I think my teacher would be a very good saleswoman. Anyways, so the class is going around and doing these icebreakers. We put our answer in the computer anonymously, and on the board, our answer pops up. So the teacher is asking questions like, what's your dream vacation? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite show? Right? Then the question pops up, what's your dream job? I put in my answer, and as the teacher's scrolling down through all the answers, answering each one of them, she comes down to mine. And I gave the most typical Thomas answer I'd ever give. My answer says something along the lines of, I don't want a job. My dream job is no job. I don't want to be restricted and I want to be able to do whatever I want. Then immediately to my right, this kid says, yeah, but you have to pay the bills somehow, right? Oh my God, I'm about to go fucking on this guy. This guy's a fucking dumbass. Wait, hold up, Thomas. It's just an icebreaker. I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. Plus, what does he have to do with me? You know, it's his life, that's mine. But then my teacher says, "Yeah, but I think if I had the ability just to become free and do whatever I want without the stress of money, I think I would." And that's made me realize that everyone wants to be free. Ask anyone the question I asked you, they would say yes. Everyone wants to be free. So, 99% of society says they don't want to work a 9 to 5 and they want to be free. Also, 99% of society does the exact opposite. If everyone wants to be free, why is everyone enslaving themselves in the system called the 9 to 5 or the matrix? Why? Let me ask you another question. If there was a way to live free while paying the bills, would you do everything in your power to find that way, to find that method? I mean, I personally would, and I think you would too. I mean, let's be honest, I think everyone would, right? So why does everyone pick the exact way, the exact path that does the opposite of where you want to go? You're going in the completely opposite direction, bro. Now I'm about to say something that I quite frankly do not care if you're offended by. 9 to 5ers are slaves. If you work a 9 to 5, you are a slave. Now, before I get a horde of people leaving the video, going into the comments and sending me more death threats than a trans girl receives at a Trump rally, hear me out, bro. If you're offended by that statement, then question yourself why you are. Why why are you feeling defensive towards that? Why are you feeling threatened towards that? See, that's an identity that's been formed, and that identity just wants to survive. And who created that identity? Your parents, your teachers, your bosses. And who created their identities? Their parents, their teachers, their bosses. This identity is a cycle that's been created for generations. This cycle of enslavement that we call the Matrix. Oh, but I'm not a slave if I work a 9 to 5. But you are. You are. You are forced to work. If you do not work, you don't make money to survive. You are a slave. A slave is someone that is forced to do work to survive. That is you. By definition, you are a slave. Now, I don't want to demonize the 9 to 5 completely, right? The 9 to 5, I think, is necessary as a stepping stone. You need the 9 to 5 to go on to that next step. I would also include freelancers as part of the 9 to 5 because, yeah, you're free, but you're really not. Instead of having a boss, you have 7 bosses. And if you can't get those 7 clients, then you're fucked. You're still forced to work. You're still forced to fulfill those clients. So, what's the purpose of a 9 to 5 or of a job or freelancing or anything like that? It's just a simple stepping stone from going from worker to creator. It's the next step, it's the next evolution of your character. Okay, but Thomas, how do you live free while paying the bills? That's the fucking point, bro. How do you live free while paying the bills? Congratulations, you have just started the game called life. Life is a game, bro. The way you play this game is by figuring out these challenges, completing these challenges, these quests. A lot of people are at level 1 and they never make this evolution. They don't level up, they don't play the game. By playing the game, you need to evolve to that next step to go to level 2, which is entrepreneurship. And you keep leveling up and you keep leveling up. That's how you play the game. You know, in games that you can't unlock some certain skin or some sort of outfit until you reach that level. It's the same thing, bro. That's fucking life. People who are playing video games don't realize that life is a video game itself. Once you get to your level 5 evolution, then you are able to buy your outfit. That Loro Pianas, the Porsches, the fancy James Bond suits. But people just stay at level 1 and they're stuck with the default skins. Entrepreneurship is that next level. It's level 2. And it's just a smarter decision, bro. Why spend $100,000 going to college to become a computer programmer and spending your life in a cubicle when you once you have the experience, the skill, the authority, just level up and become an entrepreneur. Be free. You just evolve and sell the skill instead of your time. This guy makes 100K as a computer programmer. He makes 100K as a computer programmer and he's working in the cubicle. That's fine. He's at level 1, but it's fine because he needs 3 things. He needs experience, he needs skill, and he needs authority. He doesn't have these 3 yet, so he needs to work the 9 to 5 or do the freelancing or whatever. But now he spent a year doing that. He's a really good computer programmer. He has the experience. He has the skill. He has the authority. Now you need to level up. Why are you spending your time in the cubicle? Just level up. Sell the skill. Sell these 3. You sell these 3 to people who need it, who want to become the computer programmer. This number over here is just the amount of time that someone spends buying you. Yes, they are buying your time. Here, you're selling skills. People are buying your skills, your experience, your skills, your authority, your knowledge. And experience, skills, authority. You don't have to spend any more time on that than you already have. Once you have built the course, built a community, built the coaching program, you don't have to work your time anymore. You can just work the skill instead of your time. This is a must have principle that you should definitely write down. Sell skills, not time. If you're worth $100,000, quite frankly, you aren't worth anything. Look how much money these businesses are spending, bro. $100,000 is nothing. Sell your skills instead of your time. Okay, but what if X is my dream job? That's fine. I completely respect that. Just be careful with that going down that route. And I can tell you this from personal experience. See, you may not know, but I used to want to be a professional esports player or whatever, professional gamer, right? And every day I would tell my parents, I'm going to be the best player in the world. I want to be the best player in the world. And my dad would tell me every day, Thomas, the Thomas from now doesn't know what the Thomas in the future wants. And I mean, to be honest, I think he just told me that just so I can quit video games and stop being a degenerate. But it's true. That's exactly what happened. I worked my way up. I was playing on amateur teams. And one day I just woke up and was like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want this to be my life. And that's a principle I'm going to keep with me for the rest of my life. You never know what the future you wants. You may want it now, but the future you may not want it. Just look at your favorite content creators or entrepreneurs. What they sold 5 years ago is probably much different than what they sell today, right? Sometimes they don't even sell the thing from 5 years ago anymore. And I bet you 5 years ago, they thought they're gonna sell that for the rest of their lives and sell that forever. People change. Missions, purposes, they change. So just be careful. Don't let ego fuck you over. Don't let your ego say, you know what, I'm good enough. I don't have to do this entrepreneurship thing. I don't have to level up to the next level because I have a dream job. Just be careful because that dream job can turn sour very quickly and you may not want to do it anymore. In fact, it is inevitable that you're going to change because it's just human nature. Humans change purposes, they evolve. That's just how nature works. And that's the beauty of entrepreneurship. With entrepreneurship, you can change your mission, you can change your purpose, and you can sell whatever you want. If you want to sell fitness coaching and then one day you just switch and you want to sell finance advice or anything like that, you can. As long as you have the skill, have the knowledge, have the experience, have the authority, you can sell whatever you want. The matrix, the 9 to 5, you're stuck with the degree you have. If you don't want to do psychology anymore, you can't. You're forced to do it. So I've been talking about how entrepreneurship is the only way. But what is entrepreneurship? First, I can tell you what it's not. Entrepreneurship is not quitting a 9 to 5 and working a 7 to 9, working 15 hours. That's not entrepreneurship. That's self-slavery. Instead of a boss, you just became your own boss. And when you become your own boss, you create even more problems, more stress. And that's not what we want. Our version of entrepreneurship is just working a couple hours a week. And with those couple hours, making 10x more than the guy that works 40. So, what is business in general? Business in general is just selling a solution to a problem. That solution is called a product. So, entrepreneurship is just selling the solution to your own problems. You have problems, you solve them, and you sell that solution. That solution is just a product, whether that is a coaching service, fucking drop shipping product, anything. We need to put our product on a market. Okay, but which market? See, this market is called a niche. You need to go to a market or a niche of people where they will buy your product. So, what's the best niche? The one you're always in. If you're selling apples and you shop at Stop and Shop, the best place to sell your apples is at Stop and Shop because you know how Stop and Shop works. It's the same thing. So if you're a writer, Sell writing services or products to a market of writers, a niche of writers, copywriters, email marketers, right? When I say of this market you shop at, it's your interest. It's you. You are the niche. Do you shop at the finance market, the fitness market, the self improvement market? What do you do? What is you? Who are you? Because remember, there are millions of versions of you. There are millions of people shopping at the same supermarket as you, bro, the business market. I mean, I told you, bro, we are very alike. And I guarantee we probably watch the same type of videos, we buy the same type of products, the same courses. We're very similar. So if we buy the same things, think the same things, watch the same things, then there's probably millions of other people that have the same things. I know it may hurt your ego to think that you're not really that unique, but use that to your advantage. When there are millions of people, there are millions of problems. The best thing of knowing your market is that you know exactly how to solve these millions of problems because you have them, you have had them. You shop at the same market, you know what your people need. So, how do you become an entrepreneur? You sell skills and your knowledge and your expertise instead of your time. You go to a market of people called a niche and you gave your solutions, you gave your problem to them. I know this sounds very theoretical and very conceptual. It's not hardcore advice, but this is the first step of becoming an entrepreneur. It's realizing that entrepreneurship is simple, not easy, but simple. It's pretty simple to move up to that next level. There are so many objections and ideas that I wanted to include in this video, but it'd be too long. So let me know in the comments about your thoughts or counter arguments. It's fine. I'm completely open minded. I accept any counter arguments or ideas and thoughts. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, sell skills, not your time.